In Chicago, we've completed one period of play. The Washington Capitals on a goal by Peter Zezel, number 5 on the year, all 5 in the power play, and the Caps lead 1-0. We're back here live on WDCA, and our pleasure to welcome certainly one of the premier players for the Washington Capitals in this young season, man responsible for much of the success for the Capitals with the extra man advantage, Calle Johansson, joining us downstairs just outside the Capitals locker room. And Calle, another fine period by the Capitals. Your impressions?
Pardon me, I didn't hear that. Can you say that again?
I ask you your thoughts on that first period of play.
Well, I think we played pretty well, you know. We weathered the storm, you know. We know that we're going to come out and get on us hard pretty much there, dump it in and try to check us hard. And I think we weathered that pretty good, you know, especially the forwards were holding up pretty good the first period.
Certainly one of the stories for the Washington Capitals in this young season has been their power play, the effectiveness of that power play. Calle, you've got to take a lot of that responsibility. What are you and your teammates doing differently that you weren't doing with the same regularity last year?
Well, I think everybody feels that it's something we had to work on early in the season, you know, and work pretty hard on it. And I think especially the forwards are going to the net, you know, pretty hard and putting the rebounds in. That's the big difference, I think, from last year, you know, when we shoot the puck.
Of course, another addition to the power play is a man that you're quite familiar with, especially in international competition, and that's Mikhail Tatarnov. You could tell the folks at home your thoughts on this addition, particularly on the power play.
Well, I think I played against him a lot of times, you know, and he's a great defenseman. He's having a hard time maybe adjusting to the small rinks, maybe the first 10 games here now, but after that you'll see he's going to come along pretty good and do help us out a lot in the power play.
What are his strengths? Could you tell us what his strengths are?
You know, as I say, power play is his strength, you know, moving the puck and skating. He's not afraid either, you know, as you can see. He's not afraid to go in the corner and take a hit to make a play, you know, so I think he's pretty much an all-round player.
How's he fit in with the guys here? His second straight game that he has started here tonight. How's he fit in with you and your teammates?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you again.
I said, how has he fit in with you and your teammates?
Pretty good, you know. His interpreter, John, there is with him all the time, and he's doing all right, you know. It's no problem.
What's the feeling on the hockey club right now, riding the 3-game win streak and certainly your most impressive game at Philadelphia and beating the Flyers at the Spectrum?
Yeah, you know, we just got to go out here and play good every game. I take it one game at a time, you know. And as I said to you earlier at the hotel, you know, I think we have a good team, good mix with the good old and young, you know. And I think that's really good.
All right, Calle, thank you for the visit. Good luck. Keep up the good work, and let's see the Capitals continue their fine play.
Thank you very much.
Calle Johansson of the Washington Capitals. More of our first intermission here from the fabled Chicago Stadium. Stay tuned.
Don't answer the phone. Don't go near the window. Don't look in the basement. Never go in the attic or look under the bed. Forget the closet. The shower? No way. Why? Because they're coming. Horror's greatest stars of the night are coming to your house to honor Hollywood's creepiest creatures and the craftsmen who bring them to life. Be here when Nightmare on Elm Street's Robert Englund hosts the Horror Hall of Fame.
Saturday on DC-20, WDCA TV.
At Meineke Discount Mufflers, one thing we never discount is service. Because at Meineke, nothing is unimportant.
You bought it, Matt. You got to handle it.
If you buy something at Circuit City, then see it advertised for less, just come back. Our low price guarantee means you'll get the difference.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Last week I bought this.
Plus 10% of the difference.
And today I saw this. Just open the paper and there it was.
It's that easy. There.
That's it?
That's it.
Cool.
Tranquility. That's where it's at.
Wrong.
Relinquish power. You don't need it.
I live for power, and my Pontiac Grand Am has plenty of it. It gets great mileage, too.
You don't want anything that'll get you going.
Wanna bet? My Grand Am gets me going every time.
We always have fresh fish. We can get anything you want. Fish is very, very good for you. It's very healthy. I do have the authority to select fish according to our customers, what they want and what they desire. Maybe I could interest you in some nice fillets, steaks, nice shrimp. My favorite fish, to be honest, I love them all. Yeah, I'm a seafood lover.
Come see the difference at Safeway.
For being our guest, Callie Johansson will receive a sports jacket courtesy of Kuppenheimer. Kuppenheimer, the official clothier of the Washington Capitals. Kuppenheimer, America's #1 value clothier for men. Jeff Rimmer, Craig Laughlin back here at the Chicago Stadium. The Capitals with a 1-0 lead. A solid 20 minutes of play. And Craig, as we look back on that first period, your thoughts?
I thought the Caps played extremely well. They forced the Blackhawks to shoot the puck around their boards in their own zone. That allows the Capitals defensemen to pinch in on the play, creating turnovers. So the Capitals have to continue that same game plan to get on the Hawks quickly.
Well, Peter Zezel certainly has been an effective member of the Capitals power play unit. And how about this one tonight?
Well, yes, it went right back to Hatcher, and Hatcher just lets go a wrist shot. Belfour right down on the ice. It gets deflected by Zezel. Then he gets another whack at it, and it goes right over the goal line.
We get another look at it from a different angle.
Well, yes, but the key is Kevin Hatcher, as soon as he gets it, he just lets a little wrist shot go. Not really dangerous directly, but you see how Zezel gets his stick on it, deflects it down, Belfour goes down, then he pokes it again, and it goes past him. But Belfour always down on the shots.
Peter Zezel, his 5th power play goal, and he certainly has fit in very well and very quickly with the Capitals.
Oh, yes, he definitely has. Peter Zezel's a key guy, but he pays the price in front of the net. He's got 5 power play goals because he plays that spot. A lot of players don't like playing in front of the net. You get the cross checks, you get the slashes, you get all the poking. Finally, some credit goes to him because he's got 5 of them already.
What's Coach Terry Murray telling the troops now here? Take us into that dressing room.
Well, he's saying, hey, we survived the first period, and that's critical in the Chicago Stadium. Now they're going to have to come out with the fans behind them. The Chicago Blackhawks are going to try to open it up. But I think Terry's going to tell them, guys, let's keep shooting the puck over the glass. When you get in trouble, fire it down the ice. Faceoffs can't hurt you.
Well, it's time right now for our Volkswagen stats, and our first intermission stats, they are. The score, 1-0. Of course, the Caps leading on the goal by Zezel. 9-7, the Capitals out shooting the Blackhawks here on their home ice. 1 for 1 on the power play for Washington, 0 for 1 for Chicago, and just 2 minor penalties, 2 minutes each to both the Blackhawks and the Washington Capitals. Volkswagen intermission stats are brought to you by your Washington area Volkswagen dealers, where you'll find Farfanugan. It's what makes a car a Volkswagen. Stay tuned, the second period just ahead from the stadium in Chicago. You'll see it live and exclusively right here on WDCA TV 20.
Don't answer the phone. Don't go near the window. Don't look in the basement. Never go in the attic or look under the bed. Forget the closet, the shower, no way. Why? Because they're coming. Horror's greatest stars of the night are coming to your house to honor Hollywood's creepiest creatures and the craftsmen who bring them to life. Be here when Nightmare on Elm Street's Robert Englund hosts the Horror Hall of Fame.
Saturday on DC 20, WDCA TV.
Hey, Mrs. Susan Amato of Teaneck, New Jersey writes, I really want a Volkswagen Jetta, but what exactly does Farfignugan look like? Well, Mrs. Amato, did you see it? Farfignugan. It's what makes a car, a Volkswagen.
Nothing beats it. Nothing beats it. The one and only. Nothing beats it. The clean, the crisp, the cold. The king of beers. Nothing beats the Bud. Nothing beats the king of beers. Nothing beats the Budweiser. Nothing beats the Bud.
A little thing like this can cause your brakes to fail. So when I do a brake job, I never fail to inspect it. At Meineke, nothing is unimportant.
Yeah! Uh-huh! Oh, yeah!
Amtrak is the better way to Atlantic City. Special bonuses add to the fun. Daily service. Call your travel agent or call Amtrak at 1-800-USA-RAIL.
Bye-bye, old boy.
Tonight's Capitals hockey game is sponsored in part by Canon, the official camera of the Washington Capitals. Meineke discount mufflers. At Meineke, nothing is unimportant. Providence Savings. Solid service, solid rates, and solid strength make Providence the solid choice in banking. And by your local Volkswagen dealer, where you'll find Farfignugan. It's what makes a car a Volkswagen.
You see the Washington Capitals making their way up the long, high steps, the bowels of the stadium, upstairs to ice level for period number 2. The Caps leading the Chicago Blackhawks here at the stadium by a score of 1-0. Jeff Rimmer, Craig Laughlin back here, and let's get you caught up to date on the Giant Food scoreboard. First off, from the Philadelphia, or actually from Madison Square Garden, it's the Rangers and the Flyers, and in the second period, the Flyers lead that one by a score of 3-2. Pittsburgh's got 3 goals from Kevin Stevens tonight. They lead the Nordiques by a score of 5-2. New Jersey has gone ahead of the Buffalo Sabres at the Meadowlands 2-1. Troy Crowder with his 3rd goal. He had 2 the last game for the Devils. And also tonight, Boston leading Vancouver in the second period. St. Louis ahead of Toronto last night. Brett Hull had a hat trick. Tonight he's got 1, number 11 on the year. Later tonight, the Battle of Alberta, Edmonton against Calgary. That one at the Saddle Dome. And we've got an NBA preseason score for you. The Bullets trailing Cleveland in the 4th quarter by a score of 105-88. Don't forget, a week from tomorrow night, the Miami Heat will be the home team, the Bullets on the road, and they'll be right here on WDCA TV 20 Sports. Join Mel Proctor and Phil Chenier for the Bullets season opener on the road in Miami.
Peter Zezel got the big goal for the Caps, got the 1-0 lead, but the Caps can't sit on that. They've really got to attack the defensemen from the Chicago Blackhawks, keep dumping the puck in, force the Blackhawks to shoot the puck around the boards. Direct passes in this rink, if you can cut off those passes, direct passes will not work.
Got a couple of Washington Capital fans here at the game tonight, both on business. Roy Scheichler from Baltimore would like to say hello to Steve, and also on business from Washington. Caps fan Jeff Frio would like to say hi to Kathy, Carolyn, Mom, Dad, and Paul. Teams are set for the face-off at center ice. Second period underway. Jeremy Rennick gets it back to the blue line to Chelios. He skates away from Rob Murray and clears it off the boards right into the Washington end. Kiprios feeding it ahead to Langway. Takes a hit in front. Knocked down by Langway. The late penalty upcoming as play whistled down. And again, the Blackhawks will be on the power play. Good defensive work there by Rod Langway, but maybe a little too aggressive there for Rob Schick's liking.
Oh yeah, Rob Schick standing right there. He gives Larmer had a chance for a goal. That's why Rob Schick's calling the penalty. Larmer comes out in front of the net. The puck stops, gets a whack at it. Langway takes him out of the play, and Rob Schick calls the penalty right away on Langway.
2 for hooking, and the time 18 seconds here in the second period.
And Larmer very dangerous in that slot area. Langway taking no chances of him getting his stick on the puck, because when Larmer gets his stick on the puck in that zone, he's going to put it in. So Langway took him down. He's going to rely on his penalty killers who have been playing extremely well to kill this penalty off.
Hawks on the power play, 3rd in the league going into tonight's game. As we stated earlier, both teams very effective with the penalty and power play units. Here's Larmer stepping right in front. Beaupre to save the rebound. And it's cleared off into the corner. Don Beaupre very effective tonight in that first period. Caps clear the zone. Chelios trying to steer it away from Ridley. It's Manson stepping in over the blue line now. Manson dropping a pass. Larmer winds up way wide. Chelios pinching in, but the puck is slapped by Ridley. They tie up along the boards. It squirts loose and backhanded by Chelios. Knocked down by Hatcher, and it's in the net. Kevin Hatcher, I thought, got a piece of it. Larmer may have deflected it, and we have a tie score on a power play goal.
It looks like they're going to give it to Larmer. Larmer was standing right next to Hatcher. He's been all over the ice on the power play. He's the key man for the Chicago Blackhawks. Just a backhander right in front of the net. Hatcher just misses it. Then it looks like it hits Larmer and just rolls through Beaupre's legs for a goal.
Let's wait for an official call on it. Let's see if we get a closer look at it on the replay.
Well, Chelios, just a harmless backhand. He's just putting it at the net. Looks like...
I think Hatcher did, in fact, deflect it. And there you see with our WDCA cameras, the puck sitting right in the middle of the net.
Well, it looks like Hatcher was holding his hand after that. He might have got a piece of it on his glove. Then it might have hit Larmer. But Larmer, he looks pretty happy. It looks like he's looking around. They're going to go up and take a look at it on replay to decide who exactly gets it. But Larmer looked like he was in front. They usually give it to the guy that's around the puck. It might have just nicked him and went in.
We'll have to await the official call. But play underway in the Washington end, and Hatcher clears it off the boards. Kept in by Jocelyn Lemieux. He feeds it ahead to Hudson. Back to Lemieux. Back to the point. Backhanded. Creighton to Brown. Brown wraps it around the board. Hudson causing some havoc in front of Beaupre. Hatcher ties him up. Puck squirts loose. This is Lawler. Off the glass and down the ice. All the way into the Chicago end. It's touched by Conroy. And here's the official call.
Scored by number 28, Steve Larmer.
Larmer gets the goal, number 8 on the air.
Number 27, Jeremy Roden. At
55 seconds, the time of the goal.
Well, Larmer's a natural goal scorer. He just gets in front of the net, and he's going to get those type of goals. He's a natural. He always gets in the way of the puck, redirects it into the net. That's going to help, I think, also, Jeff, his arbitration hearing coming up. He's looking for a lot more money, and if he keeps scoring like he is, they say he's been underpaid over the last 6 or 7 seasons he's played. He's looking for a lot more money.
He may end up with close to $1 million. They say $900,000. I camped myself outside Mike Keenan's door. Mike was certainly trying to be hospitable, but he was always on the telephone this morning, and I finally gave up and talked to E.J. McGuire for a while, but he said he was trying to sign a player, and that player was, in fact, Steve Larmer, who is the leading points scorer for the Blackhawks this season. He's got quite a streak going for consecutive games, and a very key member of that Blackhawks team.
And he's a class guy. He plays the game hard, doesn't take a lot of penalties, a smart hockey player.
Troy Murray tied up along the boards by Calle Johansson. Along the far boards. Knocked down, comes loose to Murray, who feeds it to Graham. Knocked down by the Capitals. And this is Berglund looking to feed it to Murray, but the Hawks keep the pressure on in the Washington end. Along the near boards, Murray takes a hit from Hatcher. Hatcher got the worst of that one. Bob Rouse wraps it off the boards. Getting it ahead to Murray, who finally clears it down into the Chicago end. Hawks fine forechecking here early in the second period. The fans enjoy it here at the stadium. We're tied 1-1. And the faceoff comes all the way back into the Washington end.
Trent Yonny, he's a big defenseman out there. He's 6'3". He was the captain of the Canadian Olympic team, Jeff. And he's got a real long reach. They're looking for a little more explosiveness on the offense for them this year. They want Yonny to jump up in the play, work with Chelios, have another guy that can add a new dimension to the Chicago defensive corps.
Another great view here at Chicago Stadium, and while we have a moment, we'd like to say hello to the 4 Orange unit of the Children's Hospital. We know there are many young Capital fans there, and we wish you all well, speedy recovery. Get out of the hospital and come join us at the Cap Center. Mike Ridley in over the line on the right wing. Off the stick of Leach. This is Manson. Puts it right on the stick of Pivaka. Leach looking to tee it up for Pivaka, who's waiting in the slot. Now turns from a face-off circle and fires a shot wide. Katarnoff lets it go back to the blue line, deflected in front. Waiting there is Ridley, and held on by Belfour. We'll have a face-off. Stay tuned. We'll be back here to the stadium in Chicago. The Washington Capitals and the Hawks are tied.
What is the image of a rebel? These are the images of a rebel. Canon's revolutionary new autofocus EOS Rebel. So easy to use, you can stop taking snapshots and start taking photographs.
Image is
is everything. EOS Rebel from Canon. So advanced, it's simple.
Face off to the left of Belfour. Peter Zezel, Kelly Miller, and John Druce. Miller moving off the Wrigley line, moving up to the big line for tonight's game. Capitals second of 5 road games in succession before they come home to the Capitol Center next Friday night to face the great one, Wayne Gretzky and the LA Kings. And incidentally, Gretzky 1 point away from that 2,000 mark. And he'll go after that record, another mark, tomorrow night as the Kings travel to the Winnipeg Arena to take on the Jets. Chelios trying to feed it ahead. Comes back to him, and Manson dumps it into the Washington zone. On Langway to Kevin Hatcher. Ahead to Kelly Miller, backhanded. But intercepted there by Larmer. Larmer, who scored the Blackhawks goal to tie this hockey game, is turned around. Back comes Zezel. He feeds a feather pass to Druce with a drive, and it's way wide, all the way back to the blue line. Larmer to Roenick. Jeremy Roenick in over the Washington line. He's turned around. Zezel steers it off into the corner. Puck comes loose in front of the net. Beaupre leaving it there for Langway. Kelly Miller's got his man tied up. Kevin Hatcher clears it to the blue line. And out. Zezel to Druce. Druce's weak drive. Cleared off into the corner there by Belfour. Backhanded by Chelios all the way down. Both teams change on the fly. Calle Johansson will come back for it. It crosses the line, and icing is the call. The fans not at all pleased with that one. Doesn't mean anything. They'll come all the way back here to the Chicago end as we get a look at Calle Johansson.
Well, I hope there's a lot of truckers out there. Star Trek, The Next Generation, now 8 times a week on DC-20. Classic episodes, weeknights at 10 p.m. and Sunday mornings at 11. And the new season, Saturday nights at 6. And catch up with the current season, Sunday nights at 6 p.m. Looks like Sunday, Jeff, I'm going to be sitting around my TV. I'm a real trekker, and I enjoy watching Star Trek. Twice on DC-20 on Sundays.
Of course, you're always watching television, one way, shape, or form. Rouse clearing it off into the corner. Andra turned around by Conroy. Conroy tries, and finally does, clear it to the opposite corner. Keith Brown takes a hit. Blackhawks trying to clear the zone from the point. Kept in. Wrapped around the far boards. Evan Hickey is certainly a Blackhawks fan. He warned me about the crowd here, and you know what? They are very, very lively. Kevin Hickey, of course, of the Orange. Bob Rouse wraps it behind the net. Kevin Brown, Keith Brown, rather, clearing it ahead. This is Adam Creighton turning away from Calle Johansson. Peter Bondra comes back and is able to clear the zone. Brown comes back for it. Steered ahead by Belfour. Along the near boards, Graham from center, flipping it off into the open corner. Troy Murray, ridden off by Rob Murray. Johansson. This is a check from Graham. Caps try to clear the zone. Tatarnov takes a glove in the head. And then another one of the Capitals interfered with, and we've got a delayed penalty as Beaupre's out of the net. That penalty call not on Tatarnov, but a cross-checking call. Here's Tatarnov on the ice for the extra attacker. He is turned around again, and play is called. We're going to have 2 penalties. Dirk Graham has turned around Tatarnov, and we'll have both those calls for you as Rob Schick heads to the penalty box. Stay tuned. We're tied 1-1.
Why do so many people go to Hardee's for breakfast? That's why. Hardee's, all kinds of good stuff.
Washington Capitals back on the power play. They've scored on their only power play goal here tonight, and we're going to get a look at both penalty calls.
Well, the key here is that the Capitals are going to be on a 5-on-3. Tatarnov, with the goalie out of the net, he comes around the net full speed, gets pulled down from behind by Graham. The referee, a lot of times, won't call that second penalty. Here's the first one. Gets pulled down at center. They got a penalty there. Troy Murray pulls him down, gets a penalty there, but a referee doesn't like to call that second penalty, but it was blatant. It was blatant. He pulled him down.
Rob Schick, sorry, Craig, in fact, did call that second penalty, and it is time for our Circuit City power play contest. Tonight, in period number 2, our second contestant is Barbara Abrams of Owings Mills. Barb's chosen Mike Ridley as the Caps player to score on this power play. And if Ridley does, Barb will receive a video score unit courtesy of Circuit City. Here's Hatcher now from a point. We've already had one winner here tonight on our Circuit City power play. Tatarna fakes a shot, gets it to Hatcher. Caps pinching in, and Chelios tipping it off the stick of Hatcher and down the ice. Here come the Capitals on a quick break. Tatarna on the right wing for Zezel, in over the line. Zezel has that power play goal. Getting it across ice here now is Leach on the near side to Hatcher. They're trying to set up Tatarna. Leach wrapped into the boards. Crowd enjoying that one. Play is whistled down and will await the call.
Well, Stephen Leach pushed the puck ahead with his glove to his teammate Hatcher. The linesman saw it. The referee didn't really see it. The linesman saw it, so the face-off comes outside. But a little bit of miscommunication at the point between Hatcher and Tatarnoff. They're not sure how they want to play the puck. But here's why the whistle's outside the blue line. Stephen Leach just gets his glove in there, pokes it up the boards. When you pass it ahead to your player, John Bruce, the face-off comes outside.
1:05 remaining here in the power play for the Capitals. As, of course, the Capitals enjoying a two-man advantage. Murray and Graham both off at 5:05.
Well, Terry Murray's now putting out Johansson. He's a veteran defenseman with Hatcher. They've worked very well together on a 5-on-3 situation. Tatarnoff and Hatcher, just a little bit of miscommunication. On a 5-on-3, you're working for a one-timer and trying to get a great shot down low.
Terry Murray not at all pleased with that call, and he's letting Rob Schick know with the stare down. Play underway. Murray. An excellent job, the Caps coach, getting his power play working effectively. Calle Johansson leading the attack. Zezel at center. In over the line. John Goose turned around on the play. Stephen Arnold behind the honors there. Hatcher loses it to Chelios and down the ice. Much to the delight of the Chicago crowd. Johansson. Long pass for Zezel. 27 seconds left in the extra man advantage. Caps with two extra skaters across the goal mouth, and Leach couldn't convert that goal mouth pass. Hatcher to Leach with 17 seconds left. Back to Hatcher. The defense pinching in. Johansson to Zezel in front. And this time Leach got it, but Belfour makes the save. 7 seconds left. Hatcher winds up. The rebound in front. It scores! John Druce! From the slot, the Caps have regained the lead with another power play goal.
Well, what a shot, Jeff. Johnny Druce just standing in the high slot. But the Capitals, they entered the zone under control. Terry Murray's happy with that. On a 5-on-3, you enter the zone, you set up the power play, then you look for your chances. He's got to be really pleased the way they entered the zone. For Kevin Hatcher, they're playing a diamond up top. He just takes a shot. Belfour gives out a big rebound. The Blackhawks all around the puck, not sure who's going to take it. Druce stands there, and he just lets go a quick snapshot right over Belfour's blocker.
Goal number 6 for John Druce on the year, and the Capitals have regained the lead and still have 3 seconds left in the second minor penalty. This one to Troy Murray, which was the original call.
Well, on that power play 5-on-3, Johnny Druce is to work between the two circles. The hash marks are the two circles. He was there the whole penalty kill, the whole power play. He stood there, got a rebound, and buried it over to Belfour.
6th goal of the year, a third of the power play.
And number 21, Steve Leach at 7:02.
Here it is from behind the net. Hatcher just a shot. Belfour makes the first save, but John Druce just waiting between the hash marks. As soon as it doesn't even get on his stick, and he just snaps it. Belfour down over top of his blocker.
Well, we've got another Circuit City winner on our power play. Oh, I've got to correct that. We know the Caps scored on the power play, but it was Ridley that was selected by Barbara Abrams. So, sorry, Barbara. Tried to almost award you a gift there ahead of time, but you will receive some tickets nonetheless, because the Capitals did in fact score on the power play. Play underway. In the Chicago, or in the Washington end, the Caps trying to clear the zone. It goes off the stick of Leach to Brown. Keith Brown backhands it back in to Karnov, racing after it. It's teed up there by Beaupre. Play whistled down. And we will take a break. Be right back here to the Chicago Stadium. The Washington Capitals, with a couple power play goals, lead it by 1.
If you think it's just the Yellow Pages, hold on to your seat. It can show you where to get some culture. Or a great seat at the game. Where to find a suitable bargain. Thank you. Or just get away from it all. So if they say it's just the Yellow Pages, don't sit still for it. The genuine C&P telephone Yellow Pages. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic company.
Face-off outside the Washington blue line, and Zezel and Roenick set for the draw. Capitals, power play goals. John Druce, number 6. Peter Zezel, number 5 on the year, leading the Blackhawks. 2-1. Hatcher wraps it off the boards in the glass and down the ice. Dave Manson racing after it. Suspended for 4 games. Will not begin his suspension likely until the weekend when Doug Wilson is coming back from ankle surgery, is ready to go. Dave Manson feels he's a marked man in the NHL. I'd like to get your thoughts, Craig. We get a second on this latest suspension to Manson as it's wrapped off the boards and back into the Washington end. Here's Hatcher flipping it high in the air. Cross ice pass. Too far for Kelly Miller. Chris Chelios skates in and on the backhand dumps it into the Washington end. Rod Langway skating back for it. Caps team captain momentarily stops behind the net. Waiting, getting it ahead to Hunter. Off the boards. Dumped into the neutral zone. Chelios steps up. Fires it back in. Knocked down by Hatcher's skate. He gets it to Kelly Miller. Hunter takes a hit on the near boards from Creighton. Here's Michel Goulet. Pad save made by Beaupre. Hunter clears the rebound down the ice. Racing after it. There's Kelly Miller. Bob McGill. Time Toronto Maple Leafs skating around the net. Feeds it to Dirk Graham. Looking for Presley. Intercepted here by Hunter. Hunter with Kelly Miller streaking in, and he's turned around by Bob McGill. They freeze the puck along the boards. It squirts loose. Hunter now tied up by Creighton. Breaks away. Dale Hunter, a centering pass in front for Berglund. And Belfour deflecting it high over the glass. Great effort by Dale Hunter, and Berglund robbed by Belfour.
Well, some hard work down low by Dale Hunter. Dale Hunter out-muscling Creighton and just working hard along that boards. That's working in the trenches. He gets the puck, sees Berglund right in front. It bounces a little. He gets the shot away, but Belfour down again, right across the crease, hits his stick and goes over the glass. But excellent work by Hunter down low, working a bigger man, working around Creighton. A bigger man gets it out to Berglund. Berglund rolling a little bit, just gets a piece of it. Belfour.
Okay, yesterday came word from Chicago and actually from the NHL office that Manson was going to be suspended for 4 games. Your thoughts on that call, and was that cross-check really worthy of a 4-game suspension?
Well, first of all, I never really saw the cross-check, Jeff, so I can't really comment on that. I know how Manson plays. He's a tough guy. Sometimes he gets carried away, but he's a tough, hard-nosed defenseman. Sometimes referees do look for those type of guys, but I think you've just got to watch the film. I haven't had time to watch the film.
I saw the video, and I don't think it was worthy of a 4-game suspension, especially when you couple that with the fact that Laurie Boschman will not serve a suspension for the vicious two-handed slash at Dino Ciccarelli. Puck is in front. Beaupre's got it and holds on. I don't believe that was worthy of a 4-game suspension.
Well, be sure to be with DC 20 Sports Saturday night, November 3rd, as the Capitals travel to the Nassau Coliseum, and they'll take on the New York Islanders live at 7:30 p.m. right here on WDCA TV 20. That's a Patrick Division game, Jeff, and playing in Long Island brings back a lot of memories for me. It's a great rink to play in. It's going to be an exciting game. Join us right here.
There you get a look at Don Beaupre and that great artwork on the mask.
They've really changed masks. They went from cages to flat masks. Now they're coming out with these. And a few years back, there was a guy, who was it, Jeff? The Cobra in California, who started this trend. Now that's really an art. Don Beaupre's with the capital on it. Great mask.
Greg Laughlin was seen in the lobby today of the hotel trying to see if he could buy some time on Beaupre's mask. Pavanka clearing it ahead. Capitals clear the zone as Lawler feeds it ahead to Ridley with Leach in over the line. Here's Ridley stick handling through the fence, and Belfour able to steer it aside. Great work there by Ridley as he splits the defense. The Caps now. Back to Tatarnov, deflected wide. Pavanka's got it, and he couldn't control the puck. Here come the Blackhawks. Chelios at center. In over the line. Takes a hip check there from Tatarnov, and the Capitals regroup. There's a check thrown behind the net. Both teams come to life here with 8:57 left in the second period. Roenick turns from Pavanka. Larmer feeds it ahead to Roenick. Tatarnov puts it right out of the stick of Gilbert. Looking to feed it in front to Larmer, and it's backhanded, but Beaupre makes a great save. Larmer circles the net. Ridley tips it ahead, but the Blackhawks keep it in, and Leach finally clears it down the ice. Belfour getting it ahead to Gilbert. Looking for Larmer, intercepted by John Druce, who steps on the ice. Both teams change on the fly. Druce turned around by Manson. Skating off into the corner. This is Manson in front to Larmer on the right wing. Larmer intercepted by Zezel and dumped back in. Roenick flipping it ahead to Chelios. Right out of the stick of Zezel, who was looking for Miller. Here's Hatcher pitching it off the point. Hatcher backhands a shot wide. Manson tips it away from John Druce. Roenick finds an opening and down the ice into the neutral zone. Langway, long lead pass, and play whistled down. Stay tuned here on WDCA. We'll take the Caps lead by 1.
I'm Bob Peck, and for almost 50 years, I've been giving you the best Chevy deals in town. So before you pay more, check with Peck. There'll never be a better time to save with Bob Peck.
At Meineke Discount Mufflers, one thing we never discount is quality. Because at Meineke, nothing is unimportant.
Want to know more about talking to your children about AIDS? Send for a free information guide. Call 1-800-342-AIDS.
Well, some great end-to-end action, Jeff. Both teams really getting some good chances. Gilbert gets it right in front to Larmer, but Beaupre makes a great leg save, kicks out his legs in a butterfly fashion, comes across, makes a big save. And Mike Ridley catching the Blackhawk defenseman, backing way in. You notice they're way in there. That gives him a full head of steam, steps around Manson, tries to come across on his forehand when he gets in front. Belfour's big blocker and stick just poke it wide. But the Blackhawk defense are giving up that blue line. And when you've got a full head of steam, you're either going to get a good shot or a good play on the net on things like that, Jeff.
Rob Murray and Adam Creighton are set for the face-off just to the Chicago side of the red center line. Murray again winning the draw. Very effective. Face-offs. The Caps fire the puck into the Chicago end. Belfour quickly getting it ahead to Goulet. He couldn't control it. Berglund has it. Feeding it to Kyprios, who's turned around. Creighton ahead to McGill with Presley. Presley racing it after that puck. Bob Rouse there first. Around the boards as Creighton throws a check at Bob Rouse. In front, sticked aside by Beaupre. Calle Johansson gloving it ahead. McGill dumping it back in the Washington end. Bob Rouse with the backhand. Back to the point. McGill knocks it down, fires a shot. Beaupre is turned around, and he is hurt. Don Beaupre is hurt as he is thrown to the ice by Presley. And I'd have to get a look at that replay, but I believe the injury is a leg injury.
Looked like
it's the way Presley fell on him.
Excuse me, it looks like he caught his leg underneath himself when he fell down.
Don Beaupre.
Well, here's the play, Jeff. Presley just in front. He falls on Beaupre, and Beaupre's right leg's underneath him, and that hurts his knee. Both knees underneath him. Presley falls right on top of him. He's hurt.
The good news is that Stan Wong is talking to Beaupre, who appears to be shaking this one off. We'll take a break and come back. Hopefully have an update here for you.
You know, there are a lot of reasons why people are taking a closer look at our all-new mid-size Passat. Reasons like Passat's sleek aerodynamic lines, creature comforts like air conditioning, standard, its refined European road manners and spirited performance, plus plenty of room for the whole family. And if all that isn't reason or room enough, our new Passat GL wagon can give you 101 reasons more. The new Passat GL sedan and wagon. Farfignugan the whole family can enjoy. Hey, wait up.
Don Beaupre up after getting hurt here, injured. He's up and he's all right. But Roenick falls right on top of him. Terry Murray's upset on the bench. Roenick right into Beaupre, knocks him down. Beaupre lays there, waits for Stan Wong to come out, make sure he's all right. He's fine. He's in the net. He's ready to go.
And we are ready to go for the face-off to Beaupre's right. Don Beaupre playing very well, of course, coming off his last start, which was a shutout Saturday night. Stopping 27 shots to blank the Devils, 4-0 at the Capitol Center. Conroy getting it ahead to Brown. Off the boards for Graham. Lemieux fires the puck into the Washington zone. Beaupre leaving it there for Rouse. Around the boards, tied up there was Kyprios, and it squirts all the way inside the blue line. Quickly cleared out by Belfour. Down the ice, and Belfour is going to be guilty of icing here. Bob Rouse touches the puck. And the faceoff will come back into the Chicago end with 6:40 left to go. So the good news is Don Beaupre is shaking that one off. Still, you see him talking to himself there in the net. We'll take this break with 6:40 left and be back here to the stadium in Chicago. Caps lead by 1.
This is the best, and we got it right here. Yeah, nothing beats a bud, yeah, nothing beats a bud, yeah, nothing beats a Budweiser. Nothing beats a bud.
The Caps in a penalty-killing situation. Bob Rouse gets hit behind the net by Lemieux. He then just takes a little whack at him, and he's going to give him 2 minutes for slashing. Bob Rouse, unhappy about it, argued with him a little bit, then got in the box.
So the Blackhawks on the power play once again. They have scored 1 goal with the extra man and are third in the league overall coming into tonight's game with a 27.1% average. Larmer. Rink-wide pass and over the line. Manson, cross ice, looking for Roenick. And it was intercepted by Rod Langway. Larmer along the far boards. Tied up there by Hatcher. Gets it ahead to Creighton, who takes a hit from Langway. Hatcher there, clearing it down the ice and back right into the Chicago bench. Rod Langway, the Caps team captain. Of course, a big friend and fan of Craig Walker.
I don't know about fan, Jeff. He's a good friend of mine. But he's in this type of little rink here. He covers a lot of territory. He's got very long reach. He's got a good poke check with that stick because he's got such a long reach. And when you're killing a penalty, you try to keep the Chicago players to the outside. When you've got big guys out there, it spreads out their power play unit.
He told me he was a fan of yours. He watches every game on replay. All the games on WDCA, make sure they're taped and goes home and watches it. Ridley wins the draw, but Larmer intercepts for the Blackhawks. Gets it back to the point. Here's Chelios. It's blocked by Langway. In front, knocking down the bouncing puck was Larmer. Getting it back to Manson. Manson down low to Larmer. Goulet tips it ahead. Roenick takes a hit from Hatcher. Goulet getting it back to Manson. Back to Goulet. Cross ice for Chelios. Pinching in. Chelios fakes the shot. Now fires it. Langway stops that. Back to Chelios. Cross ice for Manson. Goulet to Manson. Here's Larmer in front. And he couldn't take that pass across the goal mouth from Roenick. Roenick takes a hit there from Hatcher. Goulet. Back to Manson to Goulet, a one-timer, and Beaupre makes the save, and it's wrapped down the ice by Mike Ridley.
Well, the Capital top penalty killers, the two forwards, against the Chicago power play, have the collapse, meaning they've got to come back and help the Washington defensemen with the guys down low.
Dave Tippett with a shot. The blocker pad blocked it, but it almost trickled in behind Belfour. 19 seconds left now. It's intercepted by John Druce. Tied up there by Chelios. Good work by John Druce. Effectively killing off some valuable seconds. Only 10 remaining. In the penalty to Rouse. Along the far board. Creighton getting it ahead. Lemieux tied up by his opposite number, Lawler. Comes back to Manson and cleared in the neutral zone by Calle Johansson. Flipped ahead as the teams come back to full strength. This is Johansson turning away. Getting it on the right wing for Druce. Heads off to the bench. Both teams change on the go. Chris Chelios along the near boards. Flips it high into the air. Down into the Washington end. Rouse touches it. Icing is the call. And with 4:17 left, the face-off back in the Chicago end. Both teams with a total of 15 shots on goal here with 4:17 left in the second period.
Well, after this long road trip, the Capitals return home on Friday night, November 2nd, as Wayne Gretzky, number 99, and the Los Angeles Kings make their first Capitol Center appearance. As they take on the Caps at 8:05. There are plenty of tickets available. You can call phone charge at 432-0200. Operators are on duty till 10 p.m. And after the game, all the women in attendance will be able to go on the ice to shoot for a Thanksgiving turkey, courtesy of Giant Food.
Peter Zezel set for the face-off for the Washington Capitals. He's got Leach and Pavanka flanking him on the wings. From the face-off, won cleanly by the Blackhawks' Troy Murray. This is Steve Conroy, a one-time New York Islander. Loved by Beaupre, steered ahead, looking for that right wing pass to Leach. Gilbert for the Hawks. Steers it behind the net. Beaupre steers it to Tatarnov. Tatarnov with a long lead pass. He likes those long lead passes, and that's, I guess, something of the Soviet Union. And he was doing Belfour with an acrobatic save. And Brown's got it on the side. Keith Brown. Ahead to Graham, who misses a check. Lawler clears it to Pavanka in the neutral zone. Now to Zezel. There's Hatcher pinching in on his right wing. Kevin Hatcher with a puck. Hatcher moves in. Belfour the save. And he clears it to the corner. Conroy all the way down the ice. And the Hawks are content here on icing the puck as it's touched by Lawler. And a face-off back in the Chicago end. Mike Lawler, one-time St. Louis Blue, coming over, of course, with Peter Zezel in the trade for Jeff Portnoy.
The Cats get a scoring chance. A big shot. Stephen Leach just lets it go. Belfour makes the big save. But the Capitals, Tatarnov, always looking for that long lead pass. Pavanka comes in, gets another whack at it, just rolls past the post. Belfour down again, trying to get that puck, trying to stop it any way he can.
Kevin Hatcher certainly back to his playing game after missing most of training camp. 8 points, 2 tonight in his last 4 games. He has assisted on both of the Capitals' power play goals. Here's Rouse pinching in, fires a shot. Belfour, pad save, holding on to the rebound. Belfour, a former member of Team Canada, joining the Hawks late last season and a playoff hero.
Excuse me, Jeff. I was just going to comment. He's got a very similar mask to Beaupre. Most goalies in the NHL have gone to these type of masks with the metal in front, so they have big eye openings. A puck cannot fit through there. If a puck hits there, it's just deflected out. There's no way, unless maybe I was shooting, but I don't even think it could go through there.
Is it one designer that's painting all these masks, or are there many different ones?
There's many different painters. There's only a couple of real mask companies that make these type of masks that NHL goalies wear them.
Well, someone's got a lot of creativity. We've got penalties coming up here. Rob Schick making the calls. We'll step aside, come back, have the penalty calls for you. Caps lead by 1.
You'll find savings and service everywhere you turn during Trustworthy's Fall Problem Solver Sale. Vermont American's 22-tooth carbide blade will make your power saw a better saw. For drilling wood, metal, and plastic, get Vermont American's 13-piece drill bit set. Also from Vermont American, hex shank drill bits are specially designed for use with cordless tools.
Trustworthy saves you time and money. We're the problem solvers.
The Caps on the power play. Mike Paluzzo gets a roughing penalty. This guy, he's a big, tough guy. He's 6'4", 200 pounds. He's trying to get something going. He takes the Capital into the board, and then he gives him a punch. Rod Schick standing right there calls the penalty, but he's a big guy. He's out there to play tough. He's got 279 penalty minutes last year in Indianapolis, and he played at the University of Anchorage.
Coming into tonight's game, Paluzzo 71 penalty minutes for the Blackhawks, but he's not the leader. Stu Grimson is. He had 72, but he scratched tonight. Manson, incidentally, has only a total of 26 minutes of penalties. Larmer will do the honors here. The edge of the face-off circle to the right of Belfort. Larmer kicking it back to Manson, who finds an opening, and it's down the ice. Low press. Leaves it there for Calle Johansson. 2:54 left here in the second period at the Stadium in Chicago. A long lead pass there for Leach from Zezel, but he was turned around. Caps in the offensive zone with the extra man. 1:37 left in the penalty to Paluzzo. This is Johansson on the point. To Ridley. To Zezel. Zezel to Hatcher pinching in. Pass save made by Belfort. The rebound cleared by the defense. And Troy Murray quickly feeds it down the ice.
The Capitals trying to catch two top Blackhawk guys up at the top of the circle. They're playing a little 3-on-2, give and go up top, on top of the umbrella, trying to catch both of them, napping and trying to get that good shot away.
Bruce is on the ice. He's got one of the Cap power play goals. Dale Hunter's on as well. And we've got an offside. 1:04 remaining in the penalty to Paluzzo. John Druce, goal number 6 to lead the Capitals. Of course, is their points leader coming into tonight's game and has that 6th goal of the year. Offensively,
well, he's got a very quick shot, Jeff. Whenever he gets the puck, he's already thinking to shoot the puck before it even comes on his stick. That's a sign of a good goal scorer. When you know when the puck's going to come to you, you're just going to fire it. Hopefully it goes in, and that's how he's catching goalies. He's catching them off guard and firing it right away.
Hatcher feeding it ahead to Druce. Playing a lot of left wing for Coach Terry Murray right now.
Well, you really want him on left wing, because that way he's a right shot. He's got a better angle to come in, and he's very good at shooting high, and Belfort down a lot. He can come in on his off wing, catch Belfort on the wrong angle, and put it upstairs, and that's why Terry Murray's using him on that left wing.
Hunter, flanked by Druce and Pavanka. Hatcher and Tatarnov now out on the points. Up front for the Blackhawks. Larmer and Graham, Chelios and Manson. So plenty of ice time here tonight on the blue line. The Blackhawks try to kill off the penalty. They were 3rd in penalty killing efficiency coming into tonight's game, but the Caps have 2 power play goals. Again, Tatarnov looking for that long lead pass to Druce. And I'll tell you, when Tatarnov and the Capitals get a little more familiar with one another, you can expect to see some goals with those quick feathered passes from the Caps' new blue line. Larmer clears it to the blue line and out. 27 seconds left. Dirk Graham turns from Druce, who loses his edge. Clears it off the boards. Tatarnov steps up. Gets it by Larmer to Pavanka. Pavanka wrapped around by Manson. Chelios tied up by Leach. Tatarnov steps in, and Larmer shatters his stick. On that stick, here's a shot that Belfort gets the save. Larmer playing without a stick. 2 seconds left in the penalty now. And out of the penalty box comes Paluzzo. The fans come to their feet with less than a minute to go now. Blackhawks killing off that penalty. Chelios with Roenick. Way offside was Roenick, who stepped in ahead of the puck carrier, thus the offside call with 54 seconds left. Jeremy Roenick.
Well, he's a real quick guy. He's very fast. He's got a great set of wheels. He's got good hands. They want him to take over from Savard. He had a great playoff last year. They're expecting a lot from him, and they expect him to provide a lot of the carry the puck in on the power play, kill some penalties. He's going to be a key guy for them in the coming years.
And although Roenick was born in Boston, Massachusetts, did spend some time in the Washington area, and we know he has some fans and friends tuning in tonight here on WDCA.
Well, he's a good friend of John Candy, and they spent the day yesterday before the game, a little relaxation. They went out to see John Candy film his new film here in Chicago. So they're getting to be good friends. John Candy, of course, a big fan of hockey.
And a native Canadian that I guess can be seen around the Los Angeles Kings locker room many a night, following Wayne Gretzky around. Conroy clears it off the boards. It's in the Caps' end. Rod Langway getting it ahead to Kelly Miller. Miller flipping the backhander to Zezel. 41 seconds left. Bob Rouse on the point. Feeding it to Zezel. Shot by Berglund. Knocked down by the defense in front of Belfour. Here's Presley feeding it ahead. Langway steers that one aside. Roenick carries it in over the blue line. He's got Goulet. There's a shot in front. Beaupre's got it, and he holds on to the rebound. Goulet tried to go around John Beaupre, but a sliding save made by the Caps goaltender to preserve the one-goal lead.
That's a big save, especially at this time of the game with only 22 seconds left. Roenick, with a full head of steam, gets the pass from Presley. He splits the D. Both D take him, but Goulet steps around them. He tries to walk around Beaupre and put it in the empty net. He didn't get the puck up in the air. Beaupre just grabs it with his stick and pulls it underneath him. That's a key save. Anytime you make a key save like that at the end of the period, it really boosts the team.
Michel Goulet, the former Quebec Nordique, coming over along with Greg Millen last season in a trade that saw 3 young Blackhawks join the Nordiques. Along the boards behind the Washington net, Kevin Hatcher has it with 12 seconds left. He skates to the blue line. Sidesteps a check from Roenick and puck flipped into the Washington end. Icing will be the call. 5 seconds remaining.
Now it's important just for the Capitals to get out of this period ahead 2-1, win this face-off. There's been a few goals scored in the NHL because players can shoot so quickly in the last couple of seconds. So they really have to concentrate on winning this face-off, taking their man, and not giving them that one last chance.
Don Beaupre, very sharp again tonight. Coming off that 4-0 shutout victory, he is playing in good season form right now.
There's a Capital defenseman. They all sit at one end of the bench so they can get onto the ice quickly. You always sit closest to where you're defending the defenseman. The forwards are always at the other end of the bench.
5 seconds left here in the second period. And an interesting feature here of this famed arena, 61-year home of the Chicago Blackhawks. Stay tuned for that. Craig Watling will take you inside the stadium, down the long flight of stairs. Dale Hunter doing the honors to the right of Beaupre for the Caps. And his opposite number, Hudson, for the Hawks. Here's the draw. Won by Hunter in the corner now. Creighton tries to feed it in front as the horn and the siren go to end period number 2. Don Beaupre makes his way across ice. He'll lead the Capitals into the dressing room after 40 minutes of play. The Washington Capitals leading the Blackhawks by a score of 2-1. And we'll have that second intermission upcoming here. Total of 22 shots now for the Capitals through 2 periods. 17 for the Chicago Blackhawks. As you see Don Beaupre make his way down the steps. We'll take you down those steps again in just a moment. Stay tuned.